girl Ambi, and we are back again with another interview on Social Status and Media. And today we're in the studio with Mr. Louie. What's up?
What's up?
So today you're at Track Nation Studio and you're recording. So tell us about that. What you working on?
Well, you know, me and Ace back at it again. We just dropped the At All Cost mixtape, Liquor Lab mixtape with me and my producer AC on track, and just trying to cook up something else.
So did y'all record that here, or did you do it somewhere else?
Yeah, this only place I go to.
Okay, how you feel about it? How do you think it did?
It won. Yeah, I was talking about the tape.
Yeah, the tape, because I listened to it, and my favorite one is Yin Yang. Yeah. So far, I like it.
Yeah, everybody like Yin Yang. My favorite one is probably got to be Used To, and probably Used To, and the joint I got with Bees.
Okay. And how often do you come in here and record?
As much as I can. I don't have all the time. Like those tracks was actually like the few tracks that we picked out. I record a lot, then I just pick out which ones I think the ones that get the most votes.
Right.
That's how I do it.
Okay, that's how I thought. Like artists picked out their songs. It's just something that came up in my head, so you just confirmed it, and that was right.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
So for the people that don't know, Track Nation Studio is TrackBoy Studio, and he's a producer that produces a lot of underground artists' music in Memphis. So what is y'all relationship like on the music scene?
Really, Track really got me to where I'm at on my, like, far as my craft go. Track got me to where I'm at. I've been listening to Track for a long time. And, like, he really the first legit studio that I went in, and, you know, he kind of, like, guided me because there was stuff I had to, like, work on and whatnot.
Right.
So, you know, Track got a lot to do with it.
Yeah, it's pretty lit. I've been seeing all different type of big name artists come through here, too. So this is a good way to get your feet wet and connect and vibe with different other type of artists. Mm-hmm. So I think that you're doing a performance at 360 Bar and Grill. Are you excited about that?
Yeah, stupid excited. They actually reached out to me last minute. You know, asked me was because I actually had like something else to do out of town that day, but for the love of the city, I'm just do that.
So how are you usually when it's time for a performance? Like, do you have to do something before it, or are you just like on go mode?
I'm just on go. Really, I'm really just like laid back. I don't really be the one that's like, it's like, I mean, you know, I take it how it comes, but like my team the one that like amp me up or whatever. It's just it be whatever with me. So, you know, they book me. I'm not. Like, but ain't nothing like extra I do to get prepared for it. It's just, you know,
just company, really.
Just company, like it's just join Game 6 type stuff.
Okay. Now, when it comes to your beats, because I really like each beat that you did have on your album, I thought all of them were like pretty good. So how do you usually come up with the beats?
Man, honestly, I just come in here like sometimes Ace will email me, and, you know, he'll tell me check your email, you know, like wherever I'm at, eating, like out, anywhere. He'll say check your email, and I always take the time out. Like I step to the side and listen to it or anything. Or sometimes I just come in here like with nothing, wrote or nothing, and we just go off the, like we finna do when y'all, like, you know, just come off the top with the fly.
Just come off the dome.
Just come off the fly. So,
do you think that helps you more as an artist versus planning out what you're gonna do or say and just letting it just come out?
I can say it's more fun because it's like you don't know what you're gonna come up with. So, I mean, everything is like built off emotion. So you don't it's more fun. Yeah.
So I know music is kind of like a rough draft. Like when you're writing, you have to like do so many until you get that perfect one. Like how tedious are you when it comes to stuff like that? Are you like, I would say neat freak because it's music, but you know,
like to the T. Like they'll tell you to the T.
Sometimes you'll start over.
Like real talk. Sometimes I don't even like people in the studio with me. Like for real, I'm just like to the T. And sometimes it work out for the better. Sometimes it like, you know, it prolong the process, but it's just me. It's just how I am. Like everything got to make sense to me. I can't just put out anything because at the end of the day, that's your name.
Right.
So, you know, sometimes Ace hate it, sometimes you look. I mean, but the outcome will be so good that he just put up with it. Like that's just me.
Okay. Now I have to bring this up because it's something that happened on Twitter the other night. You know who Key Glock is, right?
Yeah.
The rapper. So him and this fan had an incident. Basically, the fan was just saying that he feels like Key Glock is trying to mimic Young Dolph's style. So how do you feel about artists that don't have any originality? I'll say.
Well, I feel like in some type of way, everybody got their own originality. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't look at it as him stealing somebody's style. It's more like, if anything, he paying homage to that. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, I like Key Glock. Like, to me, he don't sound like that.
Same.
You see what I'm saying? I like his music, but I mean, I don't know what.
Yeah, I feel like because like Dolph is kind of taking him under his wing, it could be perceived as like he's copying. Because you could say the same with Gotti and Moneybagg, but they're not really the same. But some of Moneybagg's stuff is kind of similar to the way that Gotti would flow. So
I guess but I respect everybody for that. Instead of look like, because I feel like some people listen to try to find something to say. You see what I'm saying? Instead of like just accepting the artist for what they are and like appreciating the artist. I mean, I listen to it to appreciate it. I don't really just try to compare people and bash people or whatever. It's
now, what would you say makes you different as an artist and nothing like any of these other artists that makes Louie Louie?
What made me?
Yeah.
Man, I'm not really more of a. I think I pay more attention to my hooks than a lot of rappers do. Like, I'm not too much worried about my verses, even though they be pretty good, you know. But I feel like
cocky moment.
Nah, I'm just saying, like, I just feel like I pay more attention to what I put out than other people. Cause like, I mean, not to knock nobody, but you know, I mean, you just don't see the like the time and the effort put in the music, because I mean, to be real, like, it ain't gotta be there. Like, we live in a time now where you can just drop whatever kind of music you want to, and you know, depending on how hard you push it, bro, you gonna blow. You see what I'm saying?
And it's funny you said that, because Beyonce's documentary, she spoke about that. She said a lot of people don't know what a body of art is. They just put out single versus having like a whole massive work.
Yeah, so, I feel like what set me aside is like I'm more of a like the old school, like the old type of hip hop, like, you know how they used to like take time to put their projects together, and you know what I'm saying? Like, just get in the booth and talk about Percocets and all and all. Like, I try to give you a body of work that makes sense. You see what I'm saying? Like, full songs, or you know, so that makes sense. I feel like I'm probably one of the rare rappers that still do that. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Now, what's new that you're working on that your fans should be aware about?
Like I said, me and Ace got something coming up. They ain't got a name for it yet, but you know, we in here cooking like right now, and we got some stuff in the cut. He produced a couple things in the cut that I probably was gonna release, like for a single or whatever, just to see, like, let people see how I'm coming.
I be trying to get the dates out of folks, like, when?
I don't know. I really gotta talk to, you know. I don't know no dates. I don't know. I really gotta pick out.
Soon, I hope.
It's gonna be soon, but I gotta pick out, because I recorded like 5 in my session the other day, and so like, you know, I gotta pick out whichever one I like out of them, because I can't just release anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So whichever one we pick out of there, then we're gonna do it like that. I already got artwork wrote up for Ed, like all of them, just in case, you know. But whatever my team pick.
So you don't have an album name for it yet? You just
we still in the blueprint process. Like,
y'all in the early stage.
Yeah, we still in the early stage.
Oh,
yeah, super.
Well, we'll be looking out. So tell your fans all of your social sites where they can follow you.
You can follow me on Twitter and IG at @CampaignLouie_. Both of them the exact same. And Snapchat, Louie BAP. Just simple like that. How it's going.
All right, and I'm your girl, Ambi. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to our channel. And we're about to stay in the studio and, you know, watch him cook up some magic.
All I really want to do is ball on. Stand up in this shit and never fall on. Get 'em. All I really want to do is ride on. Pull up in the building and slide on. All I really want is just a bitch to call my own.